This is your host DB from DB Photography. I know I haven't been taking photos. It have been a while. I haven't done no edit, no video, nothing. So I got this one, and I'm gonna edit this one. So this was uh, oh wow, that's a bird flying. Okay. This was a while ago. I was on vacation and I took this abandoned hospital. It was a hospital. It was abandoned, so I took a picture. You can see the car right here. Anyway, you can see they had animals here, horses and everything. It was abandoned. But anyway, let's see what we can make out of this picture. How we can make it pop. How we can make it look better. So, by the way, we're gonna edit this in Lightroom 5. So let's get down dirty. Please subscribe, put thumbs up, leave your comment. I appreciate it. It will help the channel to grow. Thank you. Show your support. Show your support for the small channels like me. Anyway, let's get down there. Okay, so we go first to lens correction. Now we hit enable profile correction, remove primary aberration, and contract to crop, and hit auto. And let's see, Lightroom does a great job. I like what I have done. Love this. I'm just gonna hit the remove tool here. I'm gonna remove this. It's a little bit distracting for me. I don't know. I don't like that that there. Anyway, now we go to the basic panel right here. On the basic panel, we're gonna bring the. Let me see. I'm gonna bring the white balance tool right here, and I'm just gonna hit there. Give it a little move. Anyway, now I go to the exposure. Exposure, I'm gonna bring it up. I don't know. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna bring it down a little bit to 20. Contrast, I'm gonna bring it up. Let's bring it up to let's see. Let's bring it all the way to 100. That looks good. I like that so far. The highlights, I'm gonna bring the highlights down to 100. The shadows, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna bring it up all the way to 100. The white balance, I'm gonna bring that down. I'm gonna bring it to minus about 30. That looks good there. Blacks, I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. Just a little bit to about 20. That looks good. Clarity, I'm gonna bring this up. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit to about let's keep it up 55. That looks good. Vibrance, I'm gonna bring vibrance up a little bit, just a touch, to about 20, 25. Let's leave it on 25. Okay, temp curve, I'm gonna bring this up. I'm gonna put one right here, here, and here. Now, one right here. Why not? What I'm gonna do is bring this a little bit down, and this up a little bit, and this down a little bit, just like that. Simple. Okay, to the HSL panel, I'm gonna go to saturation, and saturation, I'm gonna bring the orange. I'm gonna bring it about let's go to let's see, about 35. The yellows, I'm gonna bring them about let's see, down, up, sorry, to about 30. The green, we got a lot of greens here. We're gonna bring the greens down. It's a little bit too much of green. You can see the colors. To about 60. The aqua, we're gonna bring them down to 62, and that looks good. 60. Oh, I got a 55, 60. The blue, I'm gonna bring them down too. I'm gonna bring them down because it's way too much. I'm gonna bring a 65. The purples, I'm gonna bring them down too. I'm gonna bring them down to 55. The magenta, I'm gonna bring them down to about 40. That looks good. Now I'm gonna go to the HSL panel, and I'm gonna bring the reds all the way up to 100. I'm gonna bring the orange all the way to 100. You see how that moved already. I'm gonna bring the yellows. I'm gonna bring them down a little bit to 5. Greens, I'm gonna bring them up to 100. The aqua, I'm gonna bring them to 100. The blue, I'm gonna bring them down a little bit. I'm gonna bring them to 50. To 50, that looks good. The purples, I'm gonna touch that. I mean the purples. Yeah, you're right. I'm right. 50 and 50 looks good. The magenta, I'm gonna bring them down. I mean, bring them up to 100. Okay, now the hue, I'm gonna play just a little touch on the hue. I'm gonna bring the yellow down a little bit. I'm gonna bring them to about, let's say, 50. Give it a little different look there. 50. The greens, I'm gonna bring them down just a touch to about 10. That looks good right there. I go to, already did this. Now I go to effects. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit to make it a little bit dark in the corner and just focus right there into the middle. Now that looks good. Now I'm gonna get a brush, and this I'm gonna go to the brush is I'm gonna go to shadows. I'm gonna bring that up and a little bit of exposure. I'm gonna bring it to 16. I want to see it a little bit here. Focus, a little bit all this, and just a touch there, touch there, and there. Leave that there. Turn it. Look good. Now I'm gonna crop a little bit more. I'm gonna crop from here about there and bring this up a little bit here. And why not bring this? I'm gonna cut the horses out. I don't know. Should I leave them? I think that looks good there. And a little bit here. Let's leave it there. Sorry about that noise. So far, so good. Let's see before and after. Before and after. That looks great. Now, I'm gonna get another brush and I'm gonna bring exposure a little bit. But I'm gonna bring the exposure minus 24. That looks good. And I'm just gonna paint a little bit here. There. Now, see it a little bit dark. Let's make it a little bit dark like that. A little bit of drama, you can say, on the sky. A little bit there, and why not there? That looks good. I like that. Just a simple edit. I think that's simple. Please take your time, subscribe, leave your comment. This is before and after. I hope you enjoy something simple. You can do at home, and you can see different. I don't know if you like. You can try this at home. Anyway, before and after. Please subscribe. This is DV. This is your whole DV. Please take your time, subscribe, comment. Until next time, take care of yourself.